Hi, welcome back to the channel. It's been absolutely ages since I've last put any new content out. We've just been rained off here in the UK. It's been dreadfully wet for the last good few weeks. So I'm finally back outside, hopefully going to get some work done. I've only got a couple of hours this morning, so I'm just going to get a little bit of the steel work done, hopefully. In the last video I filmed, I actually managed to get these joists doubled up with the centre. But now I'm going to bolt them all together, and hopefully, if I've got enough time, I'm going to bolt some of the other posts together just to firm it all up using coach bolts. So here you go. So this is the central span. It's basically made up with two 9x2 joists, supported either end by again another doubled up joist. And I've fitted joist hangers and they're screwed in through the ends as well for extra support. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put about 4 coach bolts in to actually turn these two, as they are at the moment. Let me just try and point the camera up there. These two separate joists, which as you can see, separately they're not very strong, but as soon as I bolt these together and they'll form one solid piece of timber, it'll become a lot stiffer and a lot stronger. So the joists are 6 meters in length, so all I've done is measure 3 meters from one end, 3 meters the other. I mean, they're very accurate, it's actually bang on. And then I've marked the middle point, so now I'm going to drill the two and bolt them together. And I don't know if you can make that out, but the height difference, one of the timbers was actually slightly bowed with the bow pointing upwards, but I've put an acro underneath just to jack it up so they're both the same. So when they're both bolted up together, hopefully they'll, if they do sag, they'll sag at the same rate. But like I've said before in previous videos, you put the bow facing upwards, so any deflection that does happen, it should in theory go level rather than dipping down even further. So here we go. Another new toy. Beautiful. Oh. Forget my brain at this rate. Can't remember whether I talked about it in my last video, but the beauty with the coach bolts is they've basically got a square section on the shank. So what that means is if you drill the hole accurately to match the diameter of this part, you can then drive the remainder into the timber, and this square shank will actually bite into the timber, meaning that you can tighten the bolt on the other end without having to worry about trying to hold the other end. And then being quite a flat dome, it's unobtrusive and doesn't get in the way on the other side. Not that it makes any difference in this situation, but then that provides a unobtrusive fixing. Whereas if you can imagine if you had a great big nut or a bolt head on the top, that might get in the way. So And then with these bolts, you use these large square washers and attach the nut. And I've basically copied a load of other YouTubers, and they seem to be using just standard impact drivers with a bit to allow you to fit sockets onto. And that seems to work pretty well. We look on the other side now. See, the head is driven all the way flush, nice and neat and unobtrusive. So now the two timbers are bolted together, I can remove that acro and they'll remain at the same height, nice and flush. So it's the same top and bottom. Can take that cramp off as well now. There we go. There you have it.